I feel like honesty is important on YouTube.
Honesty is important on YouTube. He's such a fraud, dude. It's unreal how much of a fraudulent little fucker this guy is. But Che was 14 and she knew no better, while Slazo was 16. There's a massive mentality difference between those ages. Oh my god! Yes, exactly that. It is a dog whistle. People are not going to know what the bracelet is. There's only one person who's going to know the bracelet thing, and that's the ex. So he's sending messages to his fucking ex through videos on his public platform without saying as much. Oh my god, dude. Oh, now that I think about it, yeah, my relationship with him was really toxic too. In some ways, I'm a victim also. Bro, these people are shameless, dude. Anyway, we're going to continue our fair and balanced coverage now as we get into more news on ImAllexx. Okay. A second alligator. A second accuser, I should say. A second accuser has come forward with a statement. Okay. We're going to look at it now. Of course, you can swear by... rate reviews fair and balanced policy, where we'll look at it fairly and in a balanced fashion, while still recognizing, that he is getting raped in his own bed, so to speak. But nonetheless, a second accuser has hit Big Ben, and a man's life hangs in the balance as we enter stage 2, number 2 of the rate review. Watch your volume warning, guys. So you will need to bear with me, as obviously some of this stuff I'm not fully au fait with because it happened years ago and I wasn't around back then. But from what I've been able to piece together from reading Twitter comments and shit, I mean, I don't fucking know. Apparently, so from what I understand, this King Arnie person was a key piece in terms of pushing the allegations against Slazo. And I believe she is responsible for the famous tweet which reads something like, "People that are innocent don't stay silent for this long." I believe was the statement that she made on the situation. So, it's like, for me, I'm like, okay, well, let's take it with a pinch of salt.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you for the $2. Which show came first, Rate Review or Ultimate Rate Review? Rate Review was the first of the now multitude of rape-based analysis shows that now exist. But that's okay. That's okay. At the end of the day, listen, we're all having a good time, okay? We're all having fun. We're all having fun. Yeah, this is it. This is the comment here. Innocent people don't stay silent for this long. Okay? That is the comment that I'm referring to, which is what she said. Okay. You're a vile and disgusting... Wait, that's a quote from her. Yes. When she took part in falsely accusing a man of rape. Yo! Let's go. Innocent people don't stay quiet for this long. Clown face emoji. So anyway, spoiler alert. I've scanned through it. I've not read it. I've literally just scanned through it to see what it looks like and how long it's going to take to go through. It's not that long. And it doesn't have much evidence. So it's a lot of testimony that we're going to be engaging with. Okay? This is part of being accused, is that people will come out with further allegations. And if you want to have a very base level reading, right, you can go, oh yeah, well look, it's another allegation, which is fine. Have a bit of a laugh with it or whatever. But I think that this doesn't really prove anything in and of itself. It's just a second allegation, and it should still be assessed, based on its own merits. But of course, as with all this stuff, ImAllexx is totally deserving of whatever comes his way because of what he's done in the past. But here, on Rate Review, we have a policy of fair and balanced coverage, no matter the odds. So let's have a little look, have a read through, and see what we think, okay? My experience with ImAllexx. Though we never confirmed it to the public because I personally like keeping my relationships private, I dated Alex from June 2017 to March 2018. It was the most toxic relationship I've ever been in, and I was lucky to get out of it when I did. Okay. Right. See, toxic is one of those words that you can use, you know, in certain circumstances to not be specific in regard. Like, what does toxic mean? I guess she's going to get into it, but, you know, it's like, that can mean a multitude of things, couldn't it? You know? It does sound kind of both sidesy at the start, but yeah. Already starting off to a lie. By the way, chat, by all means, please do backseat stream and let me know if I'm not getting anything, because I don't know about the ins and outs of this. So you're saying she's lying. What part? You mean she had other toxic relationships, or could be a reference to the Britney banger? It means he poisoned her. Okay. Anyway, let's continue and we'll see what's what. When we were dating, though he was from England and I lived in America, we were pretty much never apart for longer than a week. We stayed in Europe for a couple of months, then went to America for 6 months. He couldn't stay for 6 months straight due to visa implications, so we stayed 3 months, flew back to England for a few days, then came back to America for another 3 months. Oh, I think that this refers to a stream that esteemed community moderator Bug Squander brought up, where apparently ImAllexx was crying about visa issues whilst in America. And I believe that there is a copy of the video that was posted in my Discord that I'm now trying to find, which might be funny to look at. And I think that's the context it's being referred to.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Toxic is when you're not a good puppy. Yeah, very true. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. I didn't realize this was going to come up so soon. Now I can't find it. But hey, we'll find it. When we were dating, we were pretty much never apart from one of the week. After the 6 months was over and he couldn't come to America again for a while due to visa requirements, we spent some time away from each other. And during that time, with help of friends, with help of my friends, possibly some gaslighting happening here. Maybe, possibly. Like, there are some circumstances where you might need assistance to see something for what it is, right? But I tend to sort of think, well, if it's for your friends to point out something to you, was it really that egregious? Because surely if it's egregious, you would notice it all on your own, you know? So yeah, I'm always a little bit like, gaslighting possibly, you know. Was it as bad as you're now presenting it as before your friends got involved? Have your friends, you know, gassed you up and so on? Particularly when you consider that the entire document doesn't have much meaningful information or evidence in. It's like, okay, so we're literally just going off your word, and your word is now influenced significantly by your friends. Okay, I mean, well, let's see. We'll give it a shot. But straight away, there are some, you know, signs here beyond the idea of the Slazo involvement, which, you know, I've tried not to really get that much into. But there's already some signs here that this is not something that you should look at and just go, yeah, this is all true. This is all correct. There's definitely a few issues that you should be aware of kind of going into this, right? Exactly. That's exactly it. Straight away, this is a weaker allegation. And I'm like, okay, I don't like you. Definitely should not use this to just bolster the case against Alex beyond just laughing about it and going, "Oh, unlucky. Looks like a second allegation's come along. You know what that means? You're guilty," because that's presumably the kind of thing that Alex would believe. But as a serious point, yeah, obviously this doesn't make him any more guilty of anything. It's the merit of this. You should be assessed, you know, on an individual level. So anyway, with the help of my friends, I came to the realization that I was in the worst and most toxic relationship I'd ever been in, and I had to get out. Okay. It started out great, as they always do, the honeymoon phase, as they call it. But as time went on, things just got worse and worse. I was fortunate to get out when I did. But reading all the new information that's come out, he's clearly gotten worse. Okay. During the relationship, He made me feel insane, like I wasn't myself anymore. It never felt like he listened to me. I always felt belittled and inferior. Wait. What did you just say here? See, the problem is with going, oh, well, it bolsters the other case. Well, does it bolster the other case? This is someone who is known for pushing dodgy allegations or helping to perpetuate them previously. You know, so why are we all of a sudden just going to trust this person on a serious level, not on a kind of ironic, oh, now it's happening to you, it's funny. But why would you trust a person that has got a previous history of this? Do you see what I mean? Like, that seems crazy to me. Like, this should be viewed with a level of skepticism because of that. And I don't know if I would use this on its own accord to bolster another case, because it could easily be that she has been gaslighted. It could be that, you know, she is now fitting a story within a pre-existing narrative to try and bolster the other claim, to try and specifically do that. You know, especially if there's no screenshots or anything provided, right? Like, there's nothing here that I can look at to verify any of this myself. There's a video link which I think just verifies the relationship existing, but other than that, I've got nothing to work with. And if someone has previously demonstrated that their word is not credible, then I don't know why you would immediately just go, yeah, well, now it agrees with me, so we are credible. No. You know, look at it in the same fashion, right? Okay. Well, listen, if you as a chatter or as an individual coming to conclusions about this don't want to be charitable, that's fine. You don't have to be. You can do and think whatever you like about this, right? But for me personally, doing this kind of stuff, I don't want to get in the habit of being like, you know, oh shit, what? Huh? Yeah, no, certainly. And this is why I think, you know, it's important to look at it in its own situation, because it could very easily be that, right? Like, because people are going to look at this and go, oh, well, look at this. Uh-oh. Looks like this proves that he was doing it in the other situation. Or it could be that she is fitting her allegation to previously existing information now. Like, this has come out after the first allegation has dropped. This document was likely typed up in full after Alice dropped her allegation. So it could easily be just being fitted into that existing box, you know? So yeah, as you can tell, I'm very skeptical. But anyway, I think this is it.
Leafy's content isn't exactly a $1 million movie budget film. So, yeah. Oh, also, I was a bit drunk. No, sorry, mate. Awful excuse, because you tried to push it on people multiple days in a row. Weeks, months even. You were trying to use these people as pawns in your YouTube game. Well, the fans, what I really want to touch on here, that's what I want to talk about. Because looking at Leafy's sub count, looking at his live count, it's pretty obvious that a few of them are sheep. You're a bit of an idiot. Leafy makes videos over surf gameplay, or just sticks something in the corner that makes a bunch of noises, and today we're looking more in depth at Leafy's live count. Yeah, it's fucked. Do they believe that this is the end of Leafy?
Bro, so he made all this content shitting on Leafy. I didn't know this. Bro, this dude has got such a rabbit hole of stuff you can look at. Jesus.
He's here for this apology video. But you can't call it an apology video. It is a non-apology. You spent your time telling these people that I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry.
Exactly.
Leafy is yet to respond. He's just kind of on holiday, or a vacation, as he calls it, also known as crying on your room for 10 hours straight.
ImAllexx the kind of guy to beat his GF but not be able to say 6 sizzling sausages.
6 sizzling sausages. Thank you for the £5 and fixed. Appreciate it. Right, I'm getting my camera back up and running, then we'll get back into the doc. But this is the key bit, okay?
I just think, you know, I wanted to say something.
What is this?
I wanted to put it out there that I'm not doing too great, and that I might go in and out, and that I may not be at my best, and I may be struggling. I felt like for the first time in my life I knew what I wanted and I knew what I was going to end up doing.
Yeah, this dude looks like a woman that's just started chemotherapy and all the hair's started to fall out. What's going on here, dude?
And that was wrong. And I'm back here in this tiny fucking room.
Has he got makeup on? So he's got makeup on and these big old red lips. What is happening here? Yeah, this is the video. Someone linked it in the Discord, so thank you for that. I didn't know about this, but yeah.
For anybody with eyes, anybody who notices things, anybody who's paid attention to you, Leafy is here, realizes that
there is actually nothing better on this planet than to watch these people that have ripped off everything I've done and talked all that shit and tried to make it out like they were above it. And now 4 years down the line, when ad rates are at its lowest and it's the most unprofitable time to be making videos, they finally had the realization that, hey, maybe he had it right. So while they're scrambling, their genetic code just defaults back to what I was doing, but with all the policy changes and with all the self-righteous bullshit that they preached, they're kind of left in this place of like a dying monkey on the side of the road.
The offhanded looks around the camera, I guess.
While I just come back and make whatever videos I want, mostly just laughing at you guys, is... I can't even describe it. Notice how, like, when I'm not talking, there's, like, pops in the mic? That's because that's saliva. Those are bubbles of spit. That's actually the state I'm in. And, I mean, what more has to be said? Fucking God bless America, dude.
Bro, dude, he is fucking cut up, dude.
I think the worst part is that about 2 months ago, I for the first time in a year, I felt like I was truly happy.
Oh,
and that I had it all working out, and that I had it all sorted, and then I come back here and within the first week everything has just been, it's like a train just running through me, just like, and it's not just to make excuses, it's just that I feel like honesty is important on YouTube.
Honestly, I don't like anything about you. I don't like your face. I don't like...
Dude, honesty is important on YouTube. He's such a fraud, dude. It's unreal how much of a fraudulent little fucker this guy is. Just honesty. Fucking hell.
Like your videos, I don't like the way you dress, I don't like the way you talk, I don't like anything about you. And even if you cured cancer, I still don't even think I would like you.
Hey, and Fix, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Have you seen Alex's OnlyFans? No. No, can't say that I have. What is that all about?
Because something about you I just don't like, so fuck you. No funny, no joking, I honestly wish the worst for you.
crying on your room for 10 hours straight. Crying on your room for 10 hours straight. Crying on your room for 10 hours straight.
I'm back here in this tiny fucking room.
Oh no!
And everything's just gone back to the beginning again. I feel like I'm just reversed to a year ago. I'm just back at square one.
Good.
That is tragic, bro. That is utterly tragic. It's never been more over. Leafy did win. Leafy won. Leafy up bigly. Right, guys, give me a sec. And we're going to be back in business here in just a moment, okay? We are going to be back bigly. We are back bigly, guys. We are back bigly. A train running through him. A train running through his ex, probably. Okay, go on, D. That's crazy. A train running through those big dick sucking lips. Bro, what's wrong with me? Oh my god, dude, come on. That is fucking crazy. Right, come on. Come on. Okay. Right, anyway, there we go. That's a fun video to watch. Thank you if you ever shared that. It was good. Okay, so anyway, getting back to the document, all right? We're back. Sorry about that. We should be good now. Okay. So anyway, getting back to this. So as I was saying, obviously I'm approaching it kind of with skepticism because she's known for having previously bolstered bullshit allegations. There's no real information or evidence I can look at, and the claims seem to very closely match up with that of a pre-existing allegation. So for me, it's either this is true and it does indeed bolster the claims of Alice, or, you know, I think probably more likely is she is fitting whatever experience she did have, you know, into a box to do the kind of CDO of allegations against Alex. But let's continue. Yeah, innocent people don't stay quiet for this long. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, let's continue. So during the relationship, it made me feel insane, like I wasn't myself anymore. It never felt like he listened to me. I always felt belittled and inferior. Whenever we recorded videos together, he would constantly talk over me and never let me have my moment. Okay. So that should be something, even if you're not willing to share the messages and stuff, that should be something that you should be able to demonstrate, right? Here's some examples of that in a video, right? Because there's a few clips that are floating around about Alex, and, you know, I'm like, oh God, there's like, you know, there's something a bit off about these clips, you know? Do you know what I mean? So I would have thought she'd have something to back that up at least. Even if it's just a little off moment or something. But anyway, it's not provided. Most of the time, when I had problems, he always somehow made it about himself or talked about his own issues. He would get stressed out over his YouTube channel constantly and complain about uploading. As if it was the hardest job on the planet. Oh, social battery levels critical. And no one had it harder than him. His classic line was, "I can't catch a fucking break." If we ever had a disagreement, he would also sometimes allude to the possibility of redacting himself over minor conflicts as a threat. Okay. Like, is there nothing? Like, how long ago was this relationship? Like, surely there should be something you can show. Yeah, like, why is there nothing? Like, literally nothing to look at here. I'm like, there must be, surely you must have documented some of this. It was in 2018. I mean, Discord? Maybe you could still drag up some Discord records or something. I find it very insufferable to have to be expected to just believe someone is saying something and they're telling the truth, particularly if they've got something dodgy under the belt. So I'm just like, okay, show it to me, or I'm going to just assume that, you know, I mean, I'm not going to get on board with believing it's true from someone just saying it. So I couldn't continue the conversation. It was nearly impossible to give him any kind of criticism, because it was like adding to the pile of minor issues that he had already blown far out of proportion in his head. Another thing he did was spin his own narrative and twist words. He didn't just want to do this in the relationship, but he did it in his work and with his friends. It was the main reason why many people stopped talking to him, because we started to realize that when there was even the smallest amount of drama and he heard about it, he would make sure to involve himself. Even if the subject had absolutely nothing to do with him, and he would just make everything so much worse. Dude. Oh, here we go. We're getting a bit of juice on the Slazzo. Hey, Katie, with the purple shards. Thank you. Based. Consume. Buy. Shop. Raid Shadow Legends. Download it. Buy the shards. Thank you. Dude, this is so fucking obnoxious that she participated in this. And now when the chips are down and Alex is getting fucking chucked out the airlock, right? She's there cheering it on when she participated in it at the time. She's double dipping on this. Bro, I fucking hate these people so much. Like, literally jumping ship at the moment it's convenient and putting out all the juicy information to destroy them. Yeah, sweeping their crimes under the body of Alex's career. Yes, exactly. She's monkey branching. For example, the Slazzo situation. Though it was never said in the original statements by Shay, he somehow came to the conclusion that it was grape. Admittedly, I don't know the ins and outs of this, but did she say anything like this at the time? Did she give any indication that there were problems at the time with this? Or did she just completely back it all up at the time? And is now trying to fucking... Dude. She never corrected, never apologized, and now it's like, oh, it was all Alex's fault, actually, when she was an active participant at the time. Dude, this is fucking insane. This person, right? should be held to account for this. It should not be that they get to slip around it because they put out a statement to shit on the guy that's already destroyed. You know? Bro, it's fucking ridiculous. By somehow Kim Cruise was raped, and everyone else got the blame for saying his words. Somehow the situation went from being guilty of being a bad boyfriend. Bro, that's crazy. Why didn't she say any of this at the time or any point until now? She's like trying to change the history of her own actions. Yeah, these are Stalin levels of rewriting history. She's editing herself out of the photo next to ImAllexx right now. Dude, that's crazy. Somehow this situation went from being guilty of being a boyfriend to all of a sudden he's an R-wordist. This was the final nail in the coffin, and I cut all contact with him after that. Well, after the Slazo situation? Did she? But have you said that already? Have you come out already and said that? I don't think so. This is the first time I believe that she's claiming this, right? There's no way. So now she's like, oh, I cut ties with him because of the bad stuff with Slazo, but has never accounted for that previously. Yeah, she's like retconning herself out of the story, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. Yes, true, Nicholas. The tweet is still up, although the original tweet's been deleted. But yeah, the tweet she put out, which was obviously in response to the claims about Slazo, is still up then. I wonder if she'll delete that anytime soon. But yeah, here it is, look. June 26th, nearly... Dude, stop showing me spam. Here we go. Innocent people don't stay quiet for this long. Right, okay. And now she's like, oh, it was all... Yeah, ImAllexx did a real bad thing, didn't he? Oh, he said it was this, that, and the other. And all he was guilty of being a bad boyfriend. And then also people are saying that, you know, there's more people as well that she's trying to sweep for, essentially, and basically putting all on ImAllexx. It feels like ImAllexx is like sinking underwater, and all these people are just chucking more anchors on him as he's going down, getting the weight off their shoulders. Boom, there we go. He's sinking anyway, so what does it matter? That's crazy. Women, am I right? Oh dear. Nicholas has found a few more tweets, it looks like. Uh-oh. In regards to the Slazo situation, Michael is still guilty for what he did in the past. Whether Shay intentionally or accidentally left some bits out, he still admitted to it in the video, but people are glossing over it. He gaslighted Shay, which is a form of manipulation. Dude! That's crazy! And now she's like, oh, all he was a bad boyfriend, guys. She is trash. It's almost like these people... You know, can't... They forget that everything's documented and everything's out there. You can't just change your role in a story after the fact. You've got to accept your part in it and move forward. If someone talked to me like that in a relationship, I would have left. But Che was 14 and she knew no better, while Slazo was 16. There's a massive mentality difference between those ages. What, 14 and 16? Huh? Really? What's she on about? Yeah, man, 16-year-olds famous for being a lot more sensible and knowing what they're doing than 14-year-olds. Also, that's not how I remember it, is a shit rebuttal. At this point, it's he said, she said. Yeah, do not use this as a means to bolster the existing... This person is a fucking bitch, okay? A lying, retarded bitch. Okay, and another thing as well, putting this statement out, right? An element of it is obviously trying to bury ImAllexx. And so, you know, I don't know what the truth of the relationship is, obviously, but possible there that she's, you know, making it fit with the pre-existing allegation so the medicine goes down smoother. Yeah, she's bandwagoning. But also, this is another big reason that she's done this statement, I think. So clearly she regrets and you know, recognizes that she was wrong about the Slazo situation, but doesn't just want to come out and say it and have a mea culpa, put your hands up and go, okay, I fucked up. So she's put this out so she can get this out here, and then this becomes the narrative.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Gonna say something very anti-toes about this woman in my head. Just want everyone to know I'm thinking it and it's really bad.
Thank you, Starlet, for the 333. So yeah, it's very clear that this is an effort to get something out there to correct the record, and then she's hoping that this is gonna stand. God, Nicholas has got the goods. I'm still sticking with my friend Che, though Che may have made some mistakes. I don't want to be around someone who treats someone they're supposed to love like that. I hope he gets some therapy to sort out his issues. Right. Oof. Because it's like, it's so specific that she is mentioning this, like she's mentioning this. For example, and it just so happens to be the example which presumably she participated in and is controversial for doing so, right? Just getting that little detail out there. Bro, it's women think they're smart, okay? This is so fucking transparent, dude. Fuck me. Okay, anyway, I think we're getting to the bottom of this. During our relationship, I bought him and I matching Alex and Annie bracelets for Valentine's Day because I was like, oh, neat, a company with both our names. You can see him pressing the heart on the bracelet to his lips in the Back to Nothing video, which he's since taken down from the channel. I would start at 4 minutes. Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex.
Hey,
Welcome
level
back
25.
to another commentary. Today we're going to be
Hey, Will and his Raid Shadow Legends. Thanks for hitting level 25. Keep it coming, guys. We've got more 25s to hit. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex, and welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm trying to make this without
this
doing
is the
any,
full video. This is the full video.
Textbook YouTube stuff, but you're just gonna have to bear with the sighing and the offhanded looks around the camera, I guess. And I did not use.
Bro, okay, listen. Obviously, very funny to have this video to look at. This is she's doing the humiliation ritual shit here, right? There's no real meaningful reason to include this. I'm going to watch it on Google video though because it's easier. There's no meaningful reason to include this because I think we would all accept that they were in a relationship together, right? Like, you know, it's like, why show this? We accept you're in a relationship together. It's because she wants to humiliate him by showing this video, which is obviously very fucking embarrassing for him, you know? But yeah, we'll play it out because we only watched clips of it and I wanted to see the whole thing because it is funny.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex, and welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm trying to make this without doing any textbook YouTube.
Why does he look like this, dude?
YouTube stuff, but you're just gonna have to bear with the sighing and the offhanded looks around the camera, I guess. And I did not use a proper microphone, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like, oh, I showed the video. Like, there's some allusion to evidence being presented, but it's nothing. Like, it doesn't. I accept you're in a relationship together. I don't know. This doesn't really prove anything else that you're saying.
Ticking off everything on YouTube manipulation.
Ooh,
but
manipulation.
I wanted to just come on and speak for a bit and just kind of speak my mind, because if I disappear off, or you know, I don't know what's going to happen, and that's the issue. It's been rough coming back. I'm not feeling great. I mean, you guys can tell. I think that's the worst part, is that even when I'm trying so hard, so, you know, I read the comments and it's just people could, you know, they could tell. You know, on a stream, and people could tell, people message me, but I don't know what to say. So I just come back from England, and as you guys know, because it's been a big thing on this channel, I'm back in England now from America. I lived there for 6 months, and I really liked it. And it felt like I was really paving a way for myself, you know. And I was really... I felt like for the first time in my life I knew what I wanted and I knew what I was going to end up doing. And I was wrong.
Ooh.
And I'm back here in this tiny fucking room.
By the way, one thing I think this does demonstrate, in fairness to the woman, okay, I think it's likely true that this is like an element of his manipulative nature, right? Like uploading a video that she will see in order to try and pull on the heartstrings. This relationship's equivalent of the endless fucking messages being sent and circumventing and trying to fucking get in contact with her. He's clearly trying to get the message to her of, I'm a sad boy and you've made me a sad boy, to try and, elicit some response or some sort of reconciliation.
And everything's just gone back to the beginning again. I feel like I'm just reversed to a year ago. I'm just back at square one.
I don't know why guys bother with this shit. Women don't want to see a little wretched guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to think that that's what women want to see. You know, they're going to think this is pretty pathetic and want to distance themselves from you, you know? Yeah, sure. I mean, the thing is I don't think you need to include this. I mean, I guess if you want to argue to make the point that happened. So that's that. I guess to validate that one point, that's fine. But obviously, there's an ulterior motive, which is he has a really embarrassing video where he looks gay. I think that's the second aspect to this.
Last time I felt this bad, I got a therapist and I took a break from YouTube for a year. And then I came back, and within the first week of coming back, I got introduced into making the videos I'm making now. And within the first month, I went from nothing to somebody who had a job and something to look forward to doing, and something to, carry them through. But ever since I moved out, it's just got...
Bro, I'm even picking up for me, right? This video, it comes across as the same as that voice note that he left. It's like the same thing, the same kind of language, the same kind of tone and stuff. And at points, nearly being moved to tears. And dude, this guy's a fucking wretched little freak.
Worse and worse. But I don't want to be back here. But now I just don't know what to do with myself, you know. And that's the issue, you know, because people keep on telling me to take a break, but you don't understand, like, this is all I've got left, and I try and push myself to be the best I could possibly be on camera, but my last video took 3 days to make because of the fact that I couldn't record it. And I just think, I wanted to say something. I wanted to put it out there that I'm not doing too great and that I might go in and out and that I may not be at my best and I may be struggling. And it's not just to make excuses, it's just that I feel like honesty is important on YouTube. Maybe I'm being too honest, but...
Oh my God, dude. If anything, he's too honest, guys. That's his big problem here. Just too honest. Right? God, this is so pathetic, dude. Listen. Heartbreak sucks, okay?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Women convincing men they can show their emotions was the biggest scam of the century.
Well, no. I mean, obviously some women are very annoying with that point, but it's fine to a degree to be, a bit soft at points, but not like this. This is not what they mean when they say that, Girlfriend broke up with me and I had to move. Let me get sad on and post a video while looking like I'm going in for my 5th round of breast cancer treatment. I missed this. I missed all this shit. This is great. This is great content. This is hilarious. It's an old
sucks,
video.
Man. I've recorded a video like this once every week for the last year. You know. And I've been complaining so consistently. And I think the worst part is that about 2 months ago, I, for the first time in a year, I felt like I was truly happy. And that I had it all working out, and that I had it all sorted. And then I come back here, and within the first week, everything has just been... It's like a train just running through me. Just like... You know, I feel punished for wanting to do more, ever thinking that I could, ever believing in myself, you know.
So also, unless he gets into it in the last section of the video here, so he's not referencing the fact, because obviously he's cut up over his ex. He's dog whistling, right? He's dog whistling essentially here, because the ex is going to understand what it is. People that are watching are probably going to be a bit bemused or maybe presume it's something to do with the American thing, but he's not being explicit about it. So, yeah, listen, Stylo is occasionally on the money with stuff, okay, and I think this is another example of that. This is a very fucked up thing to do, yeah, of course. There's the kiss. Oh, we paused it at a perfect time. Oh my god, yes, exactly that. It is a dog whistle. People are not going to know what the bracelet is. There's only one person who's going to know the bracelet thing, and that's the ex. So he's sending messages to his fucking ex through videos on his public platform without saying as much. Bro, this is crazy manipulative. What the fuck, dude?
Punished for wanting to do more, ever thinking that I could, ever believing in myself, you know.
Dude.
And it's eating at me, and I've got so much to do, and you know, I want to be my best self so that other people could have a good day, you know. I always forced putting on my best and wanted to put out the best, and always wanted to put a happy version of myself.
Dude, these are getting out of hand. What is this? Why are the glasses like that? What the fuck, dude?
But I only ever wanted to show a happy version of myself. So I know there are people out there who feel like me, who don't want to be watching people complain and moan and be like this, and that's not why people subscribed. You know, that's not why people watch this. That's not why people want to know me. And all I've been for the last year is just this shell.
See, because obviously I've not watched the Leafy coverage of this, but even seemingly he didn't get or pick up on the fact that it was about an ex or something, right? I think, in fact, he thought it was about YouTube stuff or something. Maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, God, what a... Literally just doing a video to dog whistle to your ex that you're a sad boy now and she's hurt you or something, right? Kissing the bracelet. Oh, it's fucking... It's like... such slimy shit.
Because of all these things that are out of my control that have happened to me, and it's just built and built and built, and now, you know, the towers just come toppling down on top of me.
No, to be clear, this isn't about Alice. This is in regards to this other person that's just come forward with a statement, right? So they were in a relationship, they broke up, he had to come back to the UK, he released this video as a way of signaling to her his, you know, sadness. It's a manipulative tactic, right? Like, put a video out, gesture to her, don't say what it's about to the audience so they don't know, but she's going to see it and recognise what it's about, right?
Worst possible point. And the thing is, when I came back here, I tried to put on this happy thing, and I was like, I'm going to see my friends, I'm going to do all this, it's going to be great, I'm going to be playing football again. It was such a lie. I just wanted to pretend that it was going to be okay, because that's all I've been doing is just playing pretend and hoping that I grow into that. but it's just not working.
Oh my god, dude. They're pulling
I appreciate you guys listening, and I appreciate all the kind words from everybody, and I appreciate the people who tried to talk to me, and I do, and I'm sorry for throwing a lot of people away and just disregarding it, but, you know, it's going to be a rough few months, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to keep on trying. I'm not making this video so I'm going to go anywhere. In fact, I'm probably just going to carry on uploading because I need to stay busy, but I hope people understand, because I don't really know where else to turn apart from here. You've fucking given me everything, as much as every fucking YouTuber says it, you know, but you can't give me everything.
Yeah. I think, having watched it,
Thank you for listening.
I still think that she wants to get the boot in, and the side benefit is a humiliation aspect, but yeah, I do think that this does demonstrate his manipulative nature, right? It does really underline the point that, you know, he was trying to manipulate her. So, okay. I'll give credit for that. I'll give credit for that one point that's made here. Very disappointing there's not more evidence. But yeah. I mean, she says here, this video was released as a response to me breaking up with him. Yep, he uploaded this video after I stopped talking to him as a way of trying to guilt me into replying to him. Yes, I actually believe that's true. I think that's a fair comment, and I think this definitely backs, you know, that claim up, right? You know, I mean, kissing the bracelet and stuff, she would have to be doing an insane level of dishonest presentation for this to not be true. So I think that part, I'm happy to say, yeah, that is true. And that also does line up in regards to his behavior with Alice as well, where he's desperately trying to get back in touch with her. Like I say, it reminded me very much of that long voice note that was left, you know? It was a kind of similar thing. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So on that point, I will give a credit to her. Okay. What else have we got? The timeline of this, I'm not sure on exactly, of when they broke up and stuff. So yeah. Was the Slazo stuff before or after this? Does anyone know? Okay. He did to me what he has done in this relationship with Alice, where he would fly off the handle and get mad, then act all apologetic and sad to try and get me to feel yeah. He would fly off the handle and get mad, and then act all apologetic and sad to try and get me to feel sorry for him and forgive everything he has said and done. So, yeah, I mean, but could you not show anything? Like, presumably, there's something you could show to at least back something up here. Some screenshot, something. It says they broke up in March 2018 and Slazo was 2019. Sorry, I'm retarded. Okay, yeah. So wait a second. Dude, this okay. I'll give 1 point of credit for the video. I think that what she's saying there is likely true and all that stuff. So she had this experience with him. He was being this super manipulative fucking freak. You know, after that, Slazo happened and she jumped on board with that. And only now are we getting this document years later after ImAllexx has had someone come out with allegations against him. What? Dude, that's crazy. This is the most post hoc rationalization shit I've ever seen, I think. Just literal bandwagoning shit. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I mean, you know, what more can you say on that except for she's a, you know, disgusting, craven piece of shit, you know? Continuing onwards anyway. Okay. Lastly, the only time he ever laid a finger on me was when he grabbed me as I was trying to run away from a conflict. We were trying to record a YouTube video together. I will die before defending broken glass. You don't have to defend ImAllexx at any point, right? Nothing I've said at any point is defending ImAllexx because, you know, there is no defense for a lot of the stuff that he's done. It's there in black and white or stuff like that. The only thing that can be shown is the other side of it is worse. Some elements of that maybe with Alice, but more to be proven, I think. With this, though, I think that it's pretty clear what's going on. You know, the lack of any information or evidence, the way that she's trying to completely remove herself from the Slazzo situation now. You know, yeah, I don't know. It just seems quite obvious to me, but you know. I mean, why did she wait this long? Why has it taken this long for this to come out? Why is it literally only after he has got accused by someone else that she's written all this shit out? It's just obvious. Anyway, we were trying to record a YouTube video together, and he was getting frustrated at having to restart the recording multiple times. He started shouting and beating his fists on the table, even going as far as to break his microphone. I was scared, so I got up to leave the room, which is when he grabbed my arm to physically stop me. I remember saying, "You grabbed my arm," several times in shock, as if to say, who the fuck would ever grab someone like that? Okay, so again, that's who fucking knows what happened there. Once again, I was fortunate that was the only time something like that ever happened. I got out before it got even worse, as it clearly has with the new information that's come out. Dude, it's so, oh my God, bro. It's just so fucking obnoxious. Okay, so what's she got to say here? It saddens me that it's all come this far. I wished Alice the best privately, and it breaks my heart to have seen all the things she had gone through. I hope Alice and my story show you what he was really like behind the scenes. If you're in an abusive relationship, please get out now. You can't fix them. But yeah, there we go. I think we've kind of got this pretty well figured out, I would say. Disgusting bandwagoner jumps onto the anti-ImAllexx train when it's really perfectly convenient to do so, not before. Says a bunch of shit without any evidence, but does certainly demonstrate, I would say, some manipulative behavior here. The only thing really that could go against this, I guess, is if Alex has got something that shows or proves the video is about something else, or I don't know, dude. But you know, if this is what it is, I mean, it's just insane. You know, putting out a video as a YouTuber to try and gesture and you know, dog whistle to your ex about being sad and how upset you are about it. You know, someone said it in chat. It's like the YouTube equivalent of the Amazon Note, isn't it? You know. But yeah, I think that's probably true. But yeah. I hate it clips. Each commentary channel ended up in its own drama. True. So what we try and avoid here. We're just having a good time, okay? Okay, I've been sent a few things which I think are worth tagging on and looking at here. So, first of all, this. So, apparently, so these are the messages from the document, right? And they're cropped without the name of the chat above it. And that's because the name is apparently racist. Racist N-word, soft A. So that's presumably... I can't say it. I need to be careful. But that's presumably her name for him, right? So that's what she's called him in her phone. Why would you not just change the name before you come out with it? I mean, it is accurate, you know. It is accurate. I mean, I've always said I don't care about the N-word soft A personally. It's more the hypocrisy of ImAllexx, who was claiming it's a really bad word to use about a previous video and then used it himself. So I mean, obviously, if Alice has made a big deal out of how bad the M word is, I mean, this is a bit retarded to have put it as a name in a phone. Although it does get into the interesting point, doesn't it? You know, at what point is it bad? Obviously, some people argue it's at any context. Like, for example, okay, I'm going to type a word into Google. I just typed a word into Google. What word is it? You can't possibly know. Have I just done a racist act by typing the word into Google? Okay. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that for now. Okay. So yeah, little funny detail there. And thank you very much to Smaggle. Currently playing Roblox. I'll leave you to figure out what that means. And he apparently has sent me here lots of comments from people that's come forward. And more people are coming forward to speak out about it. I mean, look, okay, dude, I do not think we need a fucking 100 comments of, you know, abuse bad or whatever. But we'll look at them. I just think people need to recognize that, okay, we get it, okay? You think abuse is bad. Wilney's ex-partner, Miaxman, not sure who that is, or either party, but by all means, let me know in chat, has spoken out about ImAllexx, claiming that what Alex did was pretty well known and that she finds it hard to believe his friends didn't know. Apparently, his talent agency also dropped him over this last year. Wait, what? Memulus has also made a follow-up stating that he didn't know and has created a timeline of events. Thoughts? Okay, here we go. Thank you to Samuel for putting more information about this. Nicholas Duro's nemesis, from what I understand. Regarding ImAllexx, this is something I've been aware of since May last year, and is something that, in my opinion, is well known throughout the industry. I can't speak for people who aren't in our group, or who I don't see regularly, but the openness at which this was discussed amongst people last year, I genuinely find it hard to believe that creators close to Alex had no idea this was going on. That's actually probably true. Obviously, Tommy C was speaking a bit on this earlier, but I mean, Nicholas Diorio knew what the fuck was being discussed behind the scenes, right? Before this dropped. So I'm certain that if Nicholas Diorio knows, the people that are closest to Alex surely must have known as well. So that makes all these statements of them calling him out and decrying him for this very hollow, doesn't it? Exactly. So John Wicker commentary channels. Okay. The John Wick of the commentary community, Nicholas Diorio. When I found out Alex and I were signed to the same talent agency, I immediately made them aware of the accusations and put pressure on them to drop him, which they did. When I found out Alex and I were signed to the same talent agency, I immediately made them aware of the accusations and put pressure on them to drop him, which they did. I've got to be honest with you, dude. I just think due process is an important aspect here. And I think that it's more reasonable to contact people and let them know to conduct an investigation. Okay? I don't like this idea that someone can put pressure and then you get them to drop someone. Presumably, I would imagine, I mean, I don't know one way or another, but at least from your perspective, you're not interested in that investigation, right? Like, it should be an internal investigation that is conducted to, you know, look at the claims and go from there, right? God, that's fucking, dude, that is fucking irritating as fuck. Anyway, from the documents in the drive, it looks like things escalated even further from what I was aware of. Emotional abuse, threats of violence, use of racial slurs. Use of racial slurs. Dude. It is not a racial slur. A soft day is not a racial slur. And also, even if it was, who cares, bro? I love that that's included as a thing, isn't it? Oh, also, there was use of racial... Not the slurs. It's like emotional abuse, threats of violence, use of racial slurs. Oh my God, no! Which is so heartbreaking. I don't know Alice personally, but sending her so much love and support. We get it. Abuse bad. And so Memulus has posted this, which is obviously the timeline. Just to follow up, Alex and I lived together between 2018 and 2022. They started dating in 2023. I've only seen him in person 2 or 3 times since moving out. I don't socialise much at all in the typical UK YouTube circles, especially in the last couple of years. I only found out about the situation in general on April 2nd of this year when a fellow content creator brought it up to me in a call when I suggested a joint recording between us and him. Okay. So I'm guessing... Oh, okay. So yeah, he's saying he moved out long before they started dating. The trouble is, I don't trust any of these fuckers to genuinely... Like, what the fuck are they going to say? Yeah, I knew my mate was absolutely fucking rinsing a bitch, but I didn't do anything about it because I liked him more and it was beneficial to me financially to continue to maintain that relationship. No one's going to fucking say that, are they? Of course they're going to come out and be like, oh, no, I didn't know actually, and yeah, oh, Jesus, what a terrible business. So I just don't trust any of these people to be honest about this. Obviously, especially as fucking Alex has got an anchor around his leg, sinking to the bottom of the fucking English Channel, cancelled the fuck. Why would you need to? You know, because even if Alex comes out, I mean, it's unlikely that he's going to come for you as a friend that knew. But even if he did, you could just be like, oh, he's trying to save his own skin. I didn't know anything. There's no benefit or reason for these people to be honest. So they're not going to. It literally is as simple as that, you know? God, I wish people were a bit more honest. Yeah, I thought it was actually great to be in a partnership with him. Yeah, he had to knock a bird about a little bit, okay? But come on. He was good for the growth, channel growth. It's an absolute snake pit. It totally is, man. Fucking hell. When a fellow content creator brought it up to me in a call when I suggested a joint recording between us and him, he said he didn't know any specifics or what was even being alleged, just that it was bad. All I had heard prior to this is they argued frequently. Right, okay. A couple of weeks later, Alice started posting TikToks alluding to the situation. It wasn't until just after that I got a bit more clarity when I was brought out for dinner with another creator and they brought up the fact that Alice had briefly published some text messages from him on TikTok before deleting them. Dude, this is all like, it's such... Dude, it's so politician-esque, isn't it, you know? When politicians have got to fucking make shit up and lie. You know, and it's like... Well, you know, they've got to like cover, they've got to account for something, and they've got all these reasons as to why they didn't notice or see something, you know? Like some senior political figure has been fucking raping a bunch of people, and they're like, oh yeah, didn't know that was going on. Oh, terrible business. Anyway, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know just how bad it was until I went over all the information when it was made public. I knew it was bad. You probably could have found out if you'd have wanted to, right? You know, some commentary people had some sort of access to it. I don't believe any of these people. I don't want to take attention away from the victim, but I think it's important I clarify my perspective and timeline of events. Please send your support to Alice. Fucking hell, dude. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know how bad. Right, okay. Yeah, there's loads of chatting behind the scenes. From what I understand, screenshots of the conversations were floating about, and they're the exact kind of shit that some woke soy freak would look out and go, oh, this is really bad. Literally only cutting ties officially and cutting a hard line on it when it's the last possible opportunity to do so without getting like significant public blowback. Crazy. The snake pit. But yeah, I agree. Queenman's right. He should just go completely nuclear and he should just do a statement and just absolutely fucking demolish all these people. That'd be fucking hilarious. Imagine these guys scrambling for cover. If Alex came out and was like, everyone knew. Memulous. I told them all about it. Look. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I'm sure he has none of these proclivities when they live together. Alex must have schizoed out and turned into Mr. Hyde immediately after moving out. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you live with someone, you get to know a bit of their character. And I just cannot believe that there was nothing there that would have indicated, like, you know, his kind of levels of behavior. But yeah. Yeah, maybe also he did have some sort of shit on them, which maybe made them keep their mouth shut. I don't know, but now it's safe to do so because everyone's coming out. I guess we will see. We'll see if anything else comes out. Right, this is actually good info from Smaggle. So good job, Smaggle, for sending this through. We've got another statement here. iNabba has dropped another statement against ImAllexx and has put together a timeline of events. He's claimed that he didn't know what was going on with Alice and that he feels guilty over it and that his friendship with Alex was incredibly toxic off and on again. Dude. Oh my God, dude. Oh, now that I think about it, yeah, my relationship with him was really toxic too. In some ways, I'm a victim also. Bro, these people are shameless, dude. There's no way. Oh yeah, actually, now I think about it, he was a bit toxic with me. Bro, come on. By the way, this is when I found out about the Alex stuff. This is me messaging him after a creator made some tweets calling Alex basically terrible and something on the lines of the truth always comes out. TF is Charlie on about. Message redacted. Sure. Furthest thing I knew before that was rumours said to me by someone who went to a party that he'd fallen out with his housemates after they apparently wrote things down of him saying shit talk about them. Right, okay. Yeah. Back when Alex was living with the people he lived with, I did really speak to him much. Dude kind of went MIA, other than YouTube stuff, as he had a new set of friends, which was pretty normal. Only summer year, Alex started properly interacting with us in a server to play games. I've always been friends with him. Seen Alex about once since 2023. The dude never discussed personal stuff with us, lol, solely just YouTube and games. And then it's like, all these people just haven't seen him. For like a year. Oh yeah, the year he was doing all the bad stuff he's accused of. Oh, I don't recall actually seeing him at that point. Bro, God, these people are so disgusting and shameless, man. This was March this year when we thought they were still together or seeing each other. We suspected they kept breaking up and then trying to work on things when refollowing each other and unfollowing, but the man never wanted to discuss it with us ever. Has to be Alice, you think? I'm not answering these questions to a simple question. Yeah, I think so. Oh no, they've unfollowed each other again. I just checked. So, also as well, it's like, oh yeah, we don't know what's going on, but we're keeping track of what our friend's up to figure out what he's doing one way or another. We're conducting surveillance on the follow list of Alex to see what's going on anyway, because we're little gossip hounds. Oh, dude, these people are so obnoxious, man. Fucking hell. No, not all Brits are like this. You know, the only time, you know, obviously I've had like mates that have been in and out of relationships and problematic stuff. The only time I've ever really got information about it is speaking to them directly about it and the ins and outs of it. Not, oh, I noticed that you refollowed Clarissa there. What's that about exactly? Are you know, that's like woman behavior. I don't know what to call it, dude. But I don't know. Maybe you might be like speaking to a mate and be like, oh, what's going on with so and showing some concern. But like this level of surveillance is weird to me. It's just like insane. Like, why are you so fucking invested in figuring out what's going on? Just talk to him. And if he doesn't want to talk about it, then leave it at that. Why are you fucking so invested in it? Like some gossip queen, which is maybe, you know, ironic because I do YouTube drama. But the point is like, this is not like doing something for the sake of content of your channel. You are like surveilling your friend to figure out what's going on when he doesn't want to talk about it. Very, very odd behavior to do to a friend. Literally no idea what was going on. A refusal to talk about it, but no indication of the true extent. They were still making videos together, as was him and his old friend group until early 2024. So really, had nothing to go off. Okay. With the Alice situation, I personally was kept in the dark on it for such a long time. I think what makes me feel truly guilty. Well, no, it's not that you don't speak. Like, you obviously will talk sometimes about your friends' shit and you know what they're up to and with other friends and stuff, and be like, oh fucking hell, so and so speaking to that fucking bint again. Why is he doing that for, or whatever, right? But not surveilling them. No, I mean, yes, it's like a-logging. You're like a-logging your friend. Why? Why are you a-logging your friend so hard? That's crazy. I think what makes me feel truly guilty is I genuinely thought those two were really happy together until me and friends saw signs they kept falling out via unfollows and TikTok reposts. I know even before this situation, Alex has been involved in a lot of stuff, but I've always been a loyal friend. Always been loyal to him as a friend and tried to stick by him, even if he was perceived as a dickhead by a great many of people. You're not really a friend though, right? Like, Alex, at this time, right, regardless of what you personally think about him in chat, I mean, obviously I've made my opinion on him quite clear, I think, at this point. But put that to one side. He needs a friend now more than ever. He is getting fucking destroyed. He is getting absolutely fucking eviscerated right now. And that's the time you decide to cut ties. Just so happens to be when it would be extremely publicly inconvenient to stay by his side. That's when you decide to cut ties. It's so transparently a fucking public perception thing. Whereas it's clear he needs friends now more than ever. Hey, thanks for the raid, Speakeasy. Hope you're well. Welcome, Raiders. We're covering some fun shit at the moment. Don't forget to download Raid Shadow Legends and play till, well, that's level 25. All the level 12s are done. But yeah. Crazy. But yeah, this is all very transparent and obvious and obnoxious and bad. But what can you do? These people will, you know, this will probably placate the wokies in their audience, and that'll be that. And people will just continue on. And there'll be no kind of accounting for the fact that, you know, you probably knew what was going on. Probably stood by his side when it was convenient to do so because there wasn't the public scrutiny. And now there's a public scrutiny and he actually needs you as a friend more than ever before. You are gone. Fuck me, dude. Me and that man used to argue and fall out a lot, but last year when we started playing games together, I genuinely thought he was becoming a much better person, happier person. And I thought that was because he had finally settled down with someone. And that thought now makes me feel ill and an overwhelming amount of guilt. All of this, by the way, do you know, dude, Tommy C's so correct, isn't he? In what he was saying earlier about all these people. It's just 100% correct. They likely knew some of the extent of this. Stopped by him because it was convenient, it wasn't public, only to now instantaneously, more or less, cut ties with him within 24, 48 hours. Cut ties with him because now too hot to handle. Finally settled down with someone, and that thought now makes me feel ill and an overwhelming amount of guilt. Fuck me, dude. Me, my friendship group, Alex, and even Alice used to play games together quite a lot. And now, looking back on what was going on genuinely fucking shocks me. It makes me feel so ill. Sorry to make these stories about myself, but I just thought I'd explain a brief timeline of events for further understanding. The clout capital ran out. The clout the clout became toxic, like toxic debt. Toxic clout, and you got to fucking ditch it. Sell. Sell Alex coin now. Sell. You were diamond hands until it became public. Me and Alex had a very toxic friendship. Dude, it's so fucking obvious, bro. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm a victim too. I prefer to keep that private for the most part. But with all these... Creeman's buying the dip. That is true. Creeman is buying the dip. Listen, if you want takes you're not going to hear anywhere else on this situation, go and watch Creeman's stream, all right? I'd recommend it. But with all these clips, recordings, messages in the document, I read them for the first time this week too, and that makes me feel more sick. The fact I got zero honesty even in the end. Whole thing is just awful. And again, nothing but my support goes out to Alice. I think what makes me feel really disturbed is being genuinely worried about him as a friend between December and March of this year. I noticed he was upset a lot more when we played games or discussed YouTubing calls. And I and others in the group tried being there as a mate, even asking him what was up quite a lot. Never got an answer. So instead, we just played games and hoped things would get better for him. Just a mate supporting another mate who was going through it mentally. Just so fucked up. It is so fucked up. Knowing why he was actually upset. But yeah, honestly, that's as much as I can really say, as that's basically the whole timeline. By the way, oh, this is going back to the side. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, very transparent, clout-based decisions and moves being made to dump the toxic clout that is in your circle that you have benefited from enormously up until now. So, yeah, tragic. And there's one more as well. Again, thanks to Smaggle for this. Another statement. Wilney has just released a statement on Alice's allegation against ImAllexx. He's confirmed that there were rumours of this last year and that since then, him and others haven't been in contact or been his friend. I can't find any fucker that's spoken to this guy in the last year. Hey? Well, all the bad shit was happening. Oh, yeah, I was somewhere else. I've got an alibi. Okay? Literally all the same, bro. Crazy. Regarding Alex, firstly, I really hope Alice is doing well and commend her massively for having the courage to get that out there. As Mia mentioned, there were rumours of his behaviour early last year. Myself and a few others haven't had contact with him since, or been his friend for even longer. With that being said, the severity of the abuse that Alice published was far worse than anything I'd heard being discussed. Yeah, oh, it's worse than what I thought it was as well. The Google Drive is fucking abhorrent, and what he put her through is inexcusable. God, these wretched little cretins. Rats running away from a sinking ship. Dude. All of them with singing from the same hymn sheet as well. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what was the time again? Oh, that specific time. Yeah, I was busy with something else. Oh my God. So fucking irritating, dude. And the thing is, because of all the fact that everyone fucking hates ImAllexx, a lot of people are not going to care. They're not going to scrutinize it that much. They're just going to go, oh yeah, look, all his friends are speaking out against him. Oh, they couldn't have known and shit, right? But very irritating, very frustrating. Anyway, that's some more updates on that. We'll see if there's any more ImAllexx stuff to look at because yeah, I don't know. Let me, if you got any proof of hanging out with him, that'd be interesting. Let me just take a quick break though, because the piss chalice overfloweth. Okay.